Alright, we're going to build a weighted point analysis and a straight analysis of cars. The idea here is to use Excel to analyze and predict what car or what objects you would prefer. I've got a number of statistics about cars. I'm going to use those to weight and rank the cars. Alright, so here I have an Excel spreadsheet that I've built. I've got a variety of cars. These are some of the most popular cars in America, with the exception of the Corvette. I threw that in because it's super cool. And I've come up with the stats and statistics for it straight from Google. I've looked at the cost of the car, the miles per gallon of the car, the number of seats the car has, and the engine the car has. And for each one of these cars, I've evaluated what I think is good. So if you look at my cost rate, if the car it costs between $20,000 and $30,000, I'm going to give it a 5 because I don't want to spend a lot of money. 30 to 40,000, you get a 4. 40 to 50,000, you get a 3. 50 to 60,000, you get 2, and 60,000 or up, it's a 1. The higher the score at the end, the better the car. And then I continue that across. So I came up with my categories for miles per gallon, number of seats, and the engine. So the more seats it has, the better the car is. The better the miles per gallon, the better the car is. And then I would rank each car. So I've done the Ford, the Honda, etc. I need to do the Camry. So when I look at the Camry, and I say the Camry, it's 24,000, so that means it gets 5 points for that cost. The miles per gallon is 29, so that means it's between 25 and 30, so it gets 2. It holds 5 people, so that gets a 4, and it's got a V4, it's a 1. The formula over here is a simple sum. I simply added 5 plus 2 plus 4 plus 1, it gives me 12. So based on this, the two best cars on straight analysis is the RAV4 Hybrid and the Honda Civic. The worst car, according to this, is a Corvette. Now, Corvettes are neat cars, but this is just based on pure straight stats. There's no weighting, there's no analysis, just simply you assign some points, highest number wins. That works in a lot of scenarios, like in grading. If all of my assignments are worth the same amount of points, I add up how many you get, divide by how much you can earn, and that's your score. Well, in this scenario, sometimes some things are more important. Like I'm more interested in carrying people and getting good gas mileage. My neighbor down the street who races cars is more interested in engines. So you'll rate cars differently based on how you feel, what you feel is important. So in that case, I do a weighted point analysis. And it's the same numbers I had before. But the math's going to be different. Whereas in the straight points, the larger the number you get is the winner. In weighted points, these numbers are all going to be between 1 and 5. To calculate these, I've got the description up here. You take the score, multiply it by the weight, and add them up. So when I built this, I took my cost rate times my weighting, and you see I used the absolute, the F4 there, the dollar signs around that, plus the city rating times G4, which is the weight. Again, I put the dollar sign around it to make sure that it's absolute. If you want to do that quickly, F4 on your keyboard cycles through those. And I did that all the way across. Well, simply the score I gave it times the weight, score I gave it times the weight, plus the score I gave it times the weight, plus the score I gave it times the weights. Right now, the weights are all the same, so it's the same two cars that win this time. But let's add some thought to this. Let's say that the most important thing to me is gas mileage. So I'm going to change my ratings. I'm going to say that this is the biggest thing I look for. Now, these numbers all have to add up to 100. So I'm going to knock this down. So I'm going to say the cost is important to me. I'm going to make that 20%, and these guys are 0.1 and 0.1. According to this now, the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid is clearly the best car, with the Civic coming in second place. And that is because this miles per gallon is off the charts. And that chose that because that's the most important for me. If I was the racer down the street and the engine was most important for me, I'd change this up. If I'm racing, I probably don't care about fuel efficiency at all. Again, all my rates here, it still adds up to 1. Now the Corvette's the winner because it's got the biggest engine. If I were worried about seating capacity, I would make that my highest value. So let's say that this is 40% of my weights. I'm going to leave 20% for cost, so I need 0.1. Yeah, let's make this more exciting. So in this area, the most important thing for me is the seat rate, followed by the engine, followed by the cost. And this time the Honda Civic's the winner. You use tools like this whenever you wish to objectively evaluate items based on the same stats. So in the straight points, I simply give it a score, add it up, and the highest number wins. In the weighted points, I give the same scores, but I weight them as their relative importance. And the things that are more important, I give a higher number to, and the things that are lesser important, I give a lower number to. Those weights must add up to 1. And then in this case, the number again that's highest wins, but the rank will only be between 1 and 5.